What is up, diecast collectors? Today I get a bit of a different video for you. I'm going to be showing you my entire childhood diecast collection, starting from maybe 2003, somewhere around there, to 2018. If you want to check out the ones from 2019, go ahead and check my channel out and watch those videos for yourself. And of course, now in typical channel fashion, we will start in numerical order. I'm going to swiftly go through the diecast reviews because there's like 90, maybe over 100 diecasts here, so I'm going to try to make this quick. Here we have Jamie McMurray's #1 McDonald's paint scheme from 2017. Really won't be talking too much because I'll just be showing you the diecasts. And that's it for that one. Let's get that out of the way. Here we have Martin Truex Jr.'s #1 Best Pro Shops Tracker Boats card from 2008. Show you that. I actually got this from Dale Earnhardt Incorporated, the gift shop that they have there. And on to the next. Here we have Jamie McMurray's #1 McDonald's Darlington Throwback Paint Scheme from 2016. I know typically I don't do this, but since there's over 100, I'm just going to try to blow through them as fast as possible. And here we have Jamie McMurray's #1 McDonald's Paint Scheme from last year. Pretty much like the Kyle Larson diecast that I'll show you later on. Nope, it's out of frame. There we go. Here we have Brad Keselowski's #2 Worth car from 2018. Show you the back. And here we also have another Brad Keselowski car, but this is Discount Tire car from last year. That'll focus in on it. There we go. And here we have a bit of a interesting one. Here we have Rusty Wallace's #2 Miller Lite Dodge Charger from 2005. Almost at 2004. No, 2005. Because that was his last year with Penske Racing. And as you can see, it's a bit beat up because I did get this back in 2005 when it was brand new. So it has seen better days. And here we have Brad Keselowski's #2 Blue Deuce car, because it can't say Miller Lite because it's not kid friendly. And of course this one is from 2013. The first year that Penske went back with Ford. They originally were with Ford back in the early 2000s, and then back in 2003 or 2004 they switched over to Dodge. And here we have Austin Dillon's car from 2014, I want to say, because yeah, it doesn't have the rookie stripe. Either 2014 or 2015. I think 2014. Correct me if I'm wrong about that. Yeah. Of course, this one I can actually take apart. Same thing with the Martin Truex Jr. diecast. In fact, I'll show you right now. See, you can take it apart. And on to the next. And we have Kevin Harvick's #4 Mobile 1 paint scheme from last year. I also ran this in 2017 as well, I think. Here we have a bit of an oddball. We actually have Bobby Hamilton Jr.'s #4 Kodak Max film from 1996, I think. And of course it's an all-metal car with actual rubber tires, which is actually kind of cool. It kind of looks like an old Sterling Marlin car, but it's actually Bobby Hamilton Jr. There we go. Okay. Now on to the next one. Here we have Casey Kane's number 5 Farmers Insurance car from 2012. I think this was his first year with Hendrick Motorsports. Either that or 2011 was his first year. Actually, no, 2012 was his first year with Rick Hendrick. And of course, his last year was 2017. And on to the next. Here we have Kyle Busch's number 5 Kellogg's car from 2006. I can say that with confidence because it doesn't have the rookie stripe. And it's the Monte Carlo SS body, not the Monte Carlo. Like what you saw. Actually, no, I haven't showed you one just yet, actually. Yeah, no, I haven't. Surprisingly. It's all been the... Actually, no, yes I have, but it's actually the Impala, but whatever. On to the next. Here we have Bill Elliott's Hellman's car from 2005, 2006 in the, at that time it was still the Busch series. And it's, as you can see, it's Charlie Brown themed for some reason. If it'll focus in on it, come on. There we go. It's Sam's Town. I think I don't know what that is. Sam's Club maybe? I have no idea. I don't know where I got this from, but I'm glad I have it. On to the next. Here we have one of the first Mark Martin cars that I ever had. This is his number 6 Viagra car from 2005. As you can see, it's seen better days. The tires are kind of beat up. I think I got this at Walmart or something like that. Either that or it was 2004 or 2005. Let me know down in the comments which year this diecast is from. I got it at Walmart and it was a... I know it says 1999 on there, but it's definitely not from 1999. It's actually Hot Wheels made this. Didn't know Hot Wheels made NASCAR diecasts. Well, I think they did back in the day, but they don't anymore because Lionel Racing has that covered now. Here we have a bit of a pretty cool one. We have another Mark Martin diecast, but it's actually a Pfizer, and it's Batman Justice League themed. The Justice League animated series. Not the Justice League movie from 2017. And in my dad's office, he has a whole bunch of Mark Martin cars. He has like it's on this body, but it's the old Valvoline paint scheme. After my dad gets back, I'll have to ask him if I can do a video on those. But anyway, let's get that out of the way. Here we have another Mark Martin car, but from 2006. And instead of it being like Pfizer or Viagra, they picked up a new sponsor, AAA, which has carried over to Penske Racing, and now Joey Logano has that sponsorship. As you can see, this car has seen better days. And for some reason, doesn't have taillights, which is weird. And it's on the, at that time, it was the new Fusion body, because before, they were using Tauruses. Anyway, let's get that one out of the way. Here we have David Reagan's number 6 UPS car from 2009? 2008? 2009. Actually, I think it's 2008, because 2009 they changed the the sticker lights for the Fusion. It was still the Fusion, but they changed the sticker lights. And this is not going to be the last David Reagan diecast that you'll see. Let's get that one out of the way. And here we have Bubba Wallace's number 6 Ford car from 2015, 2016. He ran this at Darlington. Let me see if I can find a year. I'm not quite sure what that says. You gotta read it. Okay, it is 2016. Okay. Of course, it says Xfinity Series right there, although they changed the look of the logo. Last year, I think they changed that. In fact, I have one I'll get to, maybe, hopefully, later on in the video. Let's get that out of the way. And here we have Matt Kenseth's number 6 Wyndham Rewards card from last year. And this sponsorship has carried over with Ryan Newman now. I know Ryan Newman at, almost said Penske. No, but he was with Penske for a while. Roush Fenway, wow, I couldn't think of the words there. It's been so long since Roush Fenway was good. And I think that's the last number 6 card that I have. On to the next. Here we have Danica Patrick's number 7 Nationwide GoDaddy pink card from 2011, 2012? Somewhere around there. I think 2012. Let me see if I can find the year on here. And this is by Lionel Racing as well. Okay, it says 2012. Okay. This is actually my sister's, but she didn't want it, so she just gave it to me. Now, on to the next. Here we have Regan Smith. I almost said David Reagan. No, Regan Smith's number 7 Road Rippers Nico card from 2016. This is another Darlington throwback diecast. I forget. Oh yeah, Alan Kulwicki. That's who he was throwing it back to. It's an Alan Kulwicki throwback. Okay. I had to remember there for a second. It's like a toy brand, something like that. The State of Imagination Toy State, whatever that is. Now, on to the next. And here we have the first Dale Jr. diecast that I have. I think, yeah, this was the first one that I've ever had. At that time, I wasn't a Dale Jr. fan. I was a Mark Martin fan back in the day. But then when Mark Martin switched over to the 01, whoever owned that car at that time, the car that Joe Nemechek drove for a while. Remember that, the 01 Army car from back in the day? That's what Mark Martin drove back in 2007, part-time. Him and Amarola switched to that car, I think. But then in 2008, and Mark Martin joined DEI and drove the number 8 car at that time. But in fact, that is actually the next car. Right here. I know, Mark Martin driving the number 8. Wow. Sorry, I'm just organizing my diecasts. And here we have Mark Martin's number 8 U.S. Army car from 2008. This is the other diecast that I got from Dale Earnhardt Incorporated's gift shop back in 2008 when I visited North Carolina. See, I went to Lowe's Motor Speedway. It was Lowe's Motor Speedway at that time, but now it's Charlotte Motor Speedway. Got to go to Hendrick Motorsports, Roush Fenway Racing, and Dale Earnhardt Incorporated. We were going to go see Evernham Racing, but we didn't have enough time, sadly. I would have liked to go see that. I really want to go back down to North Carolina one of these days. Then anyway, let's get that out of the way. And here we have Chase Elliott's number 9 Napa Auto Parts car from 2018. This is actually the first Napa number 9 car that they came out with. As you see, they kind of messed up the blue. It's all glittery. It's supposed to be like it's supposed to be a solid blue, but they kind of messed that up. I don't know why they did. But anyway, let's get that out of the way. Here we have another Chase Elliott car, but this is his Sun Energy 1 car from last year. I think he ran this in the All-Star race, or the Opens, like the races to get into the All-Star race, and various other races, but there's actually another version of the Sun Energy 1 car, the one that he ran at Watkins Glen and won in. In fact, I also have that one. If you want to go check that video out, go ahead and click the subscribe button for more videos. But anyway, let's get that out of the way. Here we have a Casey Kane car from 2005. 2005. This is his Dodge dealer's car. Kind of a basic white paint scheme with 2 red racing stripes right down the middle with black numbers and Dodge on the side. Let's get that out of the way. Here we have another Casey Kane diecast, but this one is actually from 2004. This is his Dodge Mountain Dew car. When I first saw Chase Elliott's Mountain Dew car, it reminded me of this diecast. It seriously did. When I first saw that, I'm like, oh, that looks like an old Casey Kane car. Yeah. It almost looks similar, but a little different now. Because, you know, it doesn't say Mountain Dew, it just says Mitten Dew. I don't know why they changed it to that, which is really weird. Now I gotta put those back. And here we have an Eric Almirola, number 10 Smithfield diecast from last year. Of course, I think I did a video on this one. As I said, go ahead and check my channel out. I think it's under 2018 diecast collection. I think it's under that video. I could be wrong. But anyway, that's that one. And here we have Danica Patrick's number 10 GoDaddy car from 2013. Really not much to say about this one, really. Except that it's not really neon green, and it's got like neon yellow numbers and a little stripe right down the whatever you want to call that. Then this was her first year, full-time year in the Cup Series. 2013 was. Yeah, what a bust she turned out to be. If you want to go see why, go ahead and check out Danny B Talks video on her. And here we have a bit of an oddball. We have Scott Riggs's Valvoline Cars themed car from 2005, 2006. I'm really not sure which year. Okay, it says 2005. That's 2005 then. I don't remember where I got this car, but I'm glad I have it. And here we have a Denny Hamlin diecast from, I think, 2008. Either 2008 or 2009, one of those 2 years. It wouldn't be 2010, because 2010 they got rid of this ugly looking spoiler. In fact, I have 2 of these diecasts. Here, they're exactly identical. Should probably get rid of one because I don't need one of the same diecasts. But anyway, that's that one. Now on to another Denny Hamlin car, but this one is from last year, and it's a FedEx Express car. I was looking on eBay, and I saw a whole bunch of Denny Hamlin cars. So like, it's the exact same paint scheme, but oh wait, it's like FedEx Office, FedEx Express, FedEx Home, FedEx Air, whatever. I don't know all the different FedEx things, but yeah, this is this FedEx Express car. Now on to the next one. We had the first Ryan Blaney diecast from last year. This is his Darlington throwback to his father back in the day when Dave Blaney drove the '77 Jasper car, I want to say. I think. Of course, another Darlington throwback diecast. Now on to another Ryan car, but this time it's Ryan Newman from back in 2004. Is number 12 Alltel car. As you can see, this one has been beat up pretty good. Sadly, I wish it was in better condition. If one of you can find a link or a place that I can get a replacement for this, please type it in chat. I want to know where I can find a replacement for this car. But if it's like really expensive, then just forget about it. Of course, here we have Ty Dillon's number 13 Geico car, Darlington throwback. I'm not really sure who it's throwing the back to, but It's a Darlington throwback nonetheless. Sorry about that. I was trying to put my Ryan Newman car back. I don't know what is up with that red sticker looking thing. I don't know what that is. But anyway, that's it for that. In fact, I have another number 13 Geico car. They almost look similar, but Casey Mears one, it's a little different. As you can see, it's got Geico like right here, and on the Tidal one, it goes up, not to the side like this one. And of course, this one's from 2016. This is the Germain racing car. And here we have Clint Boyer's number 14 Haas Automation car from last year. Actually have the exact same one, but the Elite one, but the tail light was kind of jacked up. It was out of place. So I'm kind of glad that I kept this one, because I don't know what I decided to do with that little misprint that I got with the Elite one. And here is the original number 14 car. This guy replaced. Here we have Tony Stewart's number 14 Mobil 1 Tracker Boats car from 2013. I actually got this with my Danica Patrick car back, way back when. Sorry, it's out of focus. Or out of frame. And here we have another 14 car, but this one is another Clint Boyer diecast. This is his 2017 Darlington throwback car. And I think it's a throwback to Dale Jarrett, I want to say. Either that or Mark Martin. One of those two cars. But anyway, Carolina Ford dealers, I think that's Dale Jarrett. I think. Let me know in the comments which one it is. And here we have another Clinton Boyer diecast, but this is his Mobil 1 paint scheme from 2017. Kind of like Harvick's Mobil 1 paint scheme, but as you can see, there are differences. To tell them apart, one has red trim, one has blue trim, one has blue numbers, one has red numbers, so you can distinguish two of them. Of course, Kurt Busch's Mobil 1 paint scheme had, I believe, gray or green, with I don't know what color of numbers. But on to the next. Here we have another Clint Boyer diecast, ironically, but this is his 2013 diecast when he was still with Michael Waltrip Racing in the number 15 Peak Antifreeze car. Ironically, they are sponsoring him again, but at Stuart Haas. When I first saw the prototype prototype paint scheme at the beginning of this year, I'm like, oh, Peak Antifreeze is sponsoring Clint Boyer again. Cool. Sorry about that. Switching hands here. Get that out of the way. And here we have a lonely Greg Biffle diecast. This is sadly the only one that I have. I don't have a 3M. I don't have a National Guard paint scheme. This is the only Greg Biffle diecast that I have. And it's an AmeriQuest. And I'm never really liked this paint scheme, sadly. And here we have Matt Kenseth's number 17 Arby's car from the Busch series. Ironically, he drove the 17 in both series, Cup series and the lower series. But I don't think he ever did. Matt Kenseth ever run in the Truck series? I don't remember. You'd have to tell me down in the comments below. Sorry, I'm just trying to put my diecasts back. And here we have another Matt Kenseth car, but this time it's his 2006, 2007 car, and it's his Carhartt car. And if you don't know what Carhartt is, it's the boot brand, I think. I could be mistaken. Sorry, it keeps going out of focus. I'm trying to organize my diecast at the same time. But this one I actually can't take apart. But sadly, I lost this screw. So if you see it like that, you know why. Because it's missing a screw. And here we have his replacement in quotation marks. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. This is his car from 2013. Best Buy was still sponsoring him at that time. It carried over with him from Matt Kenseth, because back in 2012, Best Buy decided to sponsor him. In fact, he won the Daytona 500 in that car. The 2012 Daytona 500, yeah, Matt Kenseth won that race. And here we have another Matt Kenseth car. This one is from 2004. The classic yellow and black DeWalt paint scheme. I really, really like this car. This is a really good looking car. Of course, the reason why I liked it is because he was a teammate to Mark Martin. And any teammate of Mark Martin, I kind of rooted for as well, because, you know, you got to represent, man. And of course, here we have the first 18 car, that Bobby Labonte back in 2004, I think. Yeah, 2004. That was the first year that I got a whole bunch of diecasts at the same time. I got my Mark Martin, I got Matt Kenseth, I got Tony Stewart, Jeff Gordon, Jimmy Johnson, Dale Jarrett, Kurt Busch, Carl Edwards, Ryan Newman. Ryan Newman was another one that I got. I'm trying to think of the others that I got in 2004. I think that's it. But anyway. Oh yeah, and the Jeremy Mayfield car that I have. And also Scott Wimmer over there. But anyway, it's Bobby Labonte's number 18 Interstate Batteries car from 2004. And here we have Kyle Busch's number 18 Skittles car from last year. This is another Darlington throwback. As you can tell, this is a throwback to I almost said the great Ernie Irvin. I'm not sure if he was that great though, but it was a Ernie Irvin throwback. The old 36, the original Candyman car. The 36 Skittles car. But anyway, let's get that out of the way. Here we have another Kyle Busch diecast, but this one is from 2008. His first year with Joe Gibbs Racing. And of course, it was there that he just he's excelled at Joe Gibbs Racing than what he ever did with Rick Hendrick. Rick Hendrick was kind of holding him back, actually. It's not uncommon for a driver to get their start somewhere and then they go to another team and then they just blow up there. They just excel. Hold on. And here we have Daniel Suarez's number 19 Eris car from 2017. As you can see, it's got the rookie stripe on the back. And this was his first year with Joe Gibbs Racing. He replaced Carl Edwards when Carl Edwards just suddenly decided to just retire, just out of nowhere. He just decided to just quit because after the end of the 2016 season, I guess he just couldn't take it anymore. But on to the next. Here we have Jeremy Mayfield's number 19 Dodge Bad News Bears car from 2005. In fact, I will be right back. I thought it would be a good idea to show you the magnet that came with this car, but I'm decided, yeah, I have a whole bunch of them, so trying to get through those all is going to be a huge pain. But anyway, I don't know when this happened, but the wheel is now stuck inside the wheel well, so pretend that it's like a crash damage car or something like that. Like some race damage or something like that. But on to the next. Here we have a Tony Stewart diecast from, I believe, 2000. 2001, 1999, one of those years. Let's see. Okay, it says 2001 on it. Okay, so it is from 2001. Okay, and it's on the Pontiac body, and this time it's the Winston Cup Series. In fact, that's the only Pontiac that I have. And here we have another Tony Stewart diecast, but this one is from 2004. Not when he won the championship, but the year before that. It still looks like his 2003 paint scheme, but of course at this time it was now the Nextel Cup Series. Although there are some subtle differences between this one and the 2003 car, but the 2005 car was, yeah, it was just solid orange. There wasn't like no tiger stripes or whatever on it. But anyway, on to the next one. Here we have a Joey Logano diecast from 2009. Although it should have a rookie stripe on it, but it doesn't. This one, it actually is from 2009. Believe it or not. I got it back in 2009 because it was on shelf at that time. You'll just have to take my word for it. Because 2010, they would have done away with the spoiler, and 2008, Tony Stewart was still driving the 20 car. He hasn't formed his own team yet. But back in 2007, Joe Gibbs Racing was still using Chevrolet. They were still using the Monte Carlo SS. Okay, now to the next. I'm probably going to have to end the video pretty soon because I have still yet 50 diecasts left. I'm probably going to have to end this soon since I'm already on almost 60. I'm over halfway done. And I'm going to have to do a part 2 of this video. But anyway, we're going to do like 3 more, then I'm just going to call it. Here we have Paul Menard's number 21 Motorcraft Quick Lane car from last year. And next I have Ryan Blaney's car. In fact, I'll show you. They're almost identical, but there are very subtle differences. This one on the side of the 21 is bigger than that one. And if you look really closely, right, if I focus in on, there we go, you can see Menards right there. But on the Ryan Blaney car, it's just completely blank. And of course, the spoiler is bigger on the Ryan Blaney diecast than it is on the Paul Menard diecast. But pretty much, they are the exact same car. Move out of the way. Here we have another Wood Brothers entry. The other 21 car, but this time